This is my mama's makeup and crochet channel.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a tutorial for this Crochet Tulip Plushie. Okay, so this is actually the third one that I made, and this yellow tulip is the one that I used for this particular video tutorial. So I made two prototypes before this, and I will show you the changes I've made to get to this final design. Okay, so this pink one right here is the second plushie that I did. Okay, and it's almost the same as this yellow one except for the top part that I will show later. And this purple one is the first one. Okay, so as you can see, the stem is longer than the pink one. Okay, and also on this part, I think starting from this row, I did some changes to decrease the number of stitches going up. That's why the top of the purple tulip is smaller than the pink one. Anyway, I like the look of this even more, so I'm going for this design. And comparing these two, again, the difference is on the top part. Okay, so this pink one is actually empty here, so it's hollow. I did not put any stuffing in there. Okay, I only stuffed up to this part. Okay, and these are empty. Okay, but this one I put in some stuffing in there. That's why it's shaped like that. So you could just go for the look that you want. Okay, whether you like this yellow one or this pink tulip here, you can leave it like that, just like, you know, petals. Okay, or go for this one. By the way, this is about 15 to 16 inches tall and about 7 to 8 inches here on this part. So this one's a girl and this is a boy. Anyway, my daughters chose the faces for them. Okay, because of course these are their plushies. And if you don't want a face for your plushie, it's like this. I think it would still look cute and huggable and would make a nice gift for someone. So this is kind of like a bigger version of this one, and my kids requested that I make it really big. Another look that you may want to check out is this one with the top parts left open. I think it's also cute that way, right? But of course, for me, it's not an option because my kids will surely have fun taking out the stuffing. Anyway, let's begin with our tutorial. So I have here 200 grams yellow milk cotton yarn. It's number 4 worsted weight. I think I only used up around 180 grams for the flower because I have a little leftover yarn when I was done with the project. For the stem and leaf, I only used about 40 to 50 grams of this green yarn. Of course, you may use a different type or size of yarn. Just the size of the plushie would be bigger or smaller depending on the yarn you'll use. I also used this 4.5 millimeters crochet hook. This is Tulip Etimo. Scissors, we need that also, of course. Yarn needle. And if you want your plushie to have a face like mine, so you may need safety eyes. This is 14 millimeters. Okay, a pair. And this black yarn for the mouth or eyelashes if you want to add eyelashes. Of course, we need stuffing. This is polyester fiber fill, and I got this from a local craft store here. And for this project, I used around 100 grams of this. And lastly, we need stitch markers. Okay, because we will be working in continuous rounds, so this is important. If you don't have any, you may use a scrap yarn to mark the beginning of each round. So we are going to make the leaf first. Okay, and we will leave a long tail, maybe 10 to 12 inches. Okay, we will be using that later. And to begin, we will make a magic ring. So here is our magic ring, and that's our tail, and we will begin. Okay, so for round 1, we will insert our hook into that magic ring. Okay, grab yarn, pull up a loop, grab yarn, and pull through that loop. So that's just simply a chain. Okay, so we have a chain, and that usually doesn't count as a stitch, but this time we will be working on that, so that one counts as a stitch. Okay, and then we will make 5 single crochets into the ring. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So including that chain right there in the beginning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we now have 6 stitches in the magic ring. So let's pull this tight to close the ring. Okay, and now we will be working 1 single crochet into each of these stitches. So we will be working on the chain that we did in the beginning, and we are working in continuous round. So this is round 2, so we will make 1 single crochet on top of that chain. Okay, the first stitch from round 1. Okay, and that single crochet now is the first single crochet for round 2. So let's put a stitch marker on that. Okay, and into that next one, 1 single crochet. So it's just 1 single crochet into each of these 6 stitches. So 3, 4, 5, sorry. Okay, so this is the last one, so 6. And now we have 6 single crochets for round 2. Let's flip it up like that. Okay, so it can start forming into a leaf. So at first it will look like a cone, but that's okay. That's actually what we're going for. And that is the end of round 2. Okay, for round 3, okay, let's take that off, and we will make 1 single crochet into that first stitch. Okay, so we are working in continuous rounds. Okay, so don't forget that marker into the first stitch. Okay, so that's 1, and into that next stitch we will make 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Okay, so right there, 2. Okay, so an increase. So again, in the first stitch, 1 single crochet, and into the next stitch 2 single crochets. Okay, and we will work on this tail, crochet over it. We will include it in maybe 1 stitch in every round. Okay, for this next stitch we will make a single crochet, and we will include that tail right there. Okay, so there, single crochet. Okay, and then on the next stitch we will make 2 single crochets. Okay, so again I will just include this tail right there. We will crochet over that. Okay, so 2 single crochets in that same stitch. So that's an increase. Okay, so I will put this tail away for now. Okay, we will include that later in the next round. Okay, and into that next stitch we will make 1 single crochet. Okay, and that last stitch right there we will make another increase, so 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Okay, and that is the end of round 3, and we should have 9 stitches for this round. Okay, for round 4 we will make 1 single crochet into each stitch around. Okay, so let's make the first one. Okay, so there, single crochet, don't forget that stitch marker, and we will continue making 1 single crochet into each stitch until we reach the end of the round, and I'll see you there. And this is the end of round 4, and we should still have 9 stitches for this round. Up next, round 5. Okay, so we will make 1 single crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. Okay, so 1 single crochet, don't forget the stitch marker on the first stitch, and then into the next stitch 1 single crochet also. Okay, so 1, 2. In the third stitch right there, we will make an increase. Okay, so 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Okay, right there. So same pattern, 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches, and 2, and into the next stitch 2 single crochets or an increase. Okay, so 2. Okay, again 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches. Okay, so 1 and 2, and into that last stitch we will make an increase again. Okay, so 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Okay, so if we count the stitches for this round, there should be 12 stitches. Okay, and that is the end of round 5. Now we begin round 6. Okay, so for round 6 we will just be making 1 single crochet into each stitch around. Okay, so that's our first one. Okay, so we'll just continue making 1 single crochet into each stitch, and I'll see you at the end of this round. And this is the end of round 6, and we should still have 12 stitches around. And for the next 3 rounds, okay, rounds 7, 8, and 9, we will just be repeating round 6. Okay, so that's just 1 single crochet into each stitch around. Okay, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting to include this tail. Okay, so anyway, again, round 7, 8, and 9, we will just be repeating round 6. Okay, so 1 single crochet into each stitch around for round 7, 8, and 9. Okay, and I'll see you at the end of round 9. And we are done with round 9. Okay, and we should still have 12 stitches after this round. And now we move on to round 10. Okay, so for this round, we will make 1 single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. Okay, so that's our first single crochet. Okay, and then 1 single crochet into the next, and into that third stitch 1 single crochet also. Okay, and don't forget this tail, we will crochet over that. Okay, for this stitch. Okay, so there. Okay, and then we will put this away for now. Okay, so again 1, 2, 3, so 1 single crochet into these 3 stitches, and into the next stitch we will make an increase. Okay, so 2 single crochets into that same stitch. Okay, so same pattern, 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and into the next stitch 2 single crochets. Okay, so one more time, 1 single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. Oops, sorry. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, okay, and into that last stitch right there we will make an increase. Okay, so 2 single crochets into that same stitch. Okay, and that is the end of round 10, and we should have 15 stitches for this round. Okay, so moving on to round 11. Okay, so for this round we will just be making 1 single crochet into each of these 15 stitches. Okay, so again it's just 1 single crochet into each stitch around. Okay, so let's continue doing that, and I'll see you at the end of this round. We're almost at the end of round 11, and after this round we should still have 15 stitches. Okay, and for the next 3 rounds, rounds 12, 13, and 14, we will be repeating round 11, which is just 1 single crochet into each stitch around. Okay, so let's keep doing that, and I'll see you at the end of round 14. And we are done with round 14. And after this round, since we did not do any increases, there should still be 15 stitches around. Okay, and next round, round 15, we will make 1 single crochet into each of the next 4 stitches. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 1, 2, okay, 3. I will include this tail in this stitch. Okay, I'll crochet over that. Okay, so for just 1 stitch. Okay, and then I will just put it away for now, and I will work with that again in the next round. Okay, so again 1, 2, 3, 4, and into that next stitch we will make an increase. Okay, so 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Okay, and we will do the same pattern, so 1 single crochet into each of the next 4 stitches, and into the next one an increase. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and into that next one 2 single crochets. Okay, so 1 and 2. Okay, and one more time, again same pattern, so 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and into that last stitch an increase. Okay, so 1 and 2 single crochets in the same stitch. We are done with round 15, and we should have 18 stitches around. Okay, so again, the reason why we keep working with this tail right here, just 1 stitch for every round, is to get to this height right here. Okay, because I'll show you. Okay, so this is what we're going to use it for. We will use that yarn to attach this leaf to that flower later. Okay, that's why we left a long tail. So for now we are done working with that tail, so we will leave it outside of our work. Okay, not inside, because we are going to use it later. And now we are going to move on to the next round. Okay, so round 16, we will be making 1 single crochet into each stitch around. Okay, again it's just 1 single crochet into each of those 18 stitches. Okay, so let's keep working on that, and I'll see you at the end of this round. Oh, and don't forget to keep this tail outside of the work. Okay, so again let's keep going, and I'll see you in a bit. We are done with round 16, and we should still have 18 stitches around. After that, we will be repeating round 16 for the next 8 rounds. So for round 17 to 24, we will be repeating round 16, which is just 1 single crochet into each stitch around. So I will be working on those 8 rounds off camera, and I'll see you at the end of round 24. We are done with round 24 and we should still have 18 stitches around. Okay, and at this point I will also start adding some stuffing. So I'm just stuffing the leaf little by little. I'm not gonna stuff it with one big piece, of course, because it might get a weird shape and we need it to look flat like a leaf. Also, starting this next round, we will gradually decrease the number of stitches by doing single crochet 2 together. But of course, if you know a different method like invisible decrease, you can do that too. Let's start round 25. Okay, so for this round, we will make 1 single crochet into each of the next 4 stitches. Okay, so that's 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And into that next stitch, okay, we will start our decrease. Okay, so we will make single crochet 2 together with those 2 stitches. Okay, so this is how we do it. Okay, so insert our hook into that next stitch. Okay, grab yarn and pull up a loop. Okay, and into that next stitch right there, insert hook, grab yarn and pull up a loop, and now we have 3 loops on the hook. Grab yarn and pull through all 3 loops. Okay, there. Okay, and that's our decrease. Okay, that's single crochet 2 together. Okay, so those 2 stitches right there from the previous row, they're now combined into 1 stitch. Okay, so again, 1 single crochet into each of the next 4 stitches. So that's 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and into that next stitch, okay, we will start our decrease. So those 2 stitches right there, we will make single crochet 2 together. Okay, so insert hook into that stitch, grab yarn and pull up a loop, insert hook into that next one, grab yarn and pull up a loop. Now we have 3 loops on the hook, grab yarn and pull through all 3 loops. Okay, and now we have our decrease, so we combine those 2 stitches together into 1. Okay, our single crochet 2 together. So same pattern, 1 single crochet into each of the next 4 stitches. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and these last 2 stitches we will combine into just 1, doing single crochet 2 together. Okay, again, insert hook, grab yarn, pull up a loop, insert hook into that next stitch, grab yarn and pull up a loop, and now grab yarn and pull through all 3 loops on the hook. And now we have our decrease. And that is the end of round 25, and we should now only have 15 stitches around. Up next, round 26. So round 26 is just 1 single crochet into each stitch around. So let's continue working on that until we reach the end of the round, and I'll see you there. And this is the end of round 26, and we should still have 15 stitches around. For rounds 27, 28, and 29, we will just repeat round 26, which is 1 single crochet into each stitch around. So let's keep working on our rounds 27 to 29. I'll be doing that off camera, and I'll see you at the end of round 29. We are done with round 29 and there should still be 15 stitches after this. And now we are going to move on to round 30. Okay, so for round 30, we will make one single crochet into the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and we will start our decrease into that next stitch. Okay, so with these next 2 stitches, okay, we will make single crochet 2 together. Okay, so there in that first stitch and into the next. Okay, and this is our single crochet 2 together. Okay, a decrease. Okay, so we will repeat the same pattern. So 1 single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches, 3 right there, and we will make single crochet 2 together into those 2 stitches. Okay, so a decrease right there, and there's our single crochet 2 together. Okay, so one more time with the same pattern. So 1 single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. Okay, 3, and into those 2 stitches we will make a decrease. Okay, so again, single crochet 2 together. Okay, and we're done. If we count these stitches right here, again the single crochet 2 together counts as 1 stitch. Okay, so we should have 12 stitches for this round. Okay, and that is the end of round 30. And for round 31, we will just be making 1 single crochet into each stitch around. Okay, so we will continue doing that until the end of this round, and I'll see you there. We're done with round 31 and we should still have 12 stitches around. And for round 32, we will repeat round 31, which is just 1 single crochet into each stitch around. Okay, so let's work on that and I'll see you at the end of this round. We are at the end of round 32 and we should still have 12 stitches around. And this is actually our last round for the leaf. So to fasten off, I'm just gonna slip stitch into that next stitch. Okay, so slip stitch, and I will pull the yarn up a little, and I will leave maybe about 10 to 12 inches for the tail, because we will also be needing that later. And here I'm just adding a little stuffing, and this is the leaf. Okay, and up next we are gonna be making the stem. Okay, and for our stem we will again be working in continuous rounds, and we are gonna be leaving a tail just long enough for weaving in later. Okay, so we will start with a slip knot. Okay, right there, and we will chain 24. So this is our starting chain. We have 24 chains, and before we begin our first round, we have to connect the ends to each other with a slip stitch. Okay, and make sure that the chain is not twisted when we do that. And to connect these ends together, we will do a slip stitch. Okay, insert the hook into that first chain and slip stitch, and we begin round 1. Okay, so we chain 1 there, and we will work our first single crochet into the second chain. Okay, so in the first chain we did a slip stitch and chain 1. Okay, and the chain will count as a stitch. Okay, and into that second chain we will make our first single crochet. Here is the front of the chain, right? And here is the back of the chain. Okay, so we will be working on the back bumps of the chain. Okay, so here's the front. Again, there it is, the back bumps. Okay, and we are gonna work on those. Okay, so there. Again, single crochet on the back bump of the chain. Okay, so let's keep going, because this round is just one single crochet into each stitch around. Okay, so we are gonna be doing that all around, okay, into those back bumps. And we are actually doing that because we want our edge to look like this, that edge right there. Okay, so if we keep doing our single crochets into those back bumps, it will look like that. Okay, so let's continue with our single crochets into each stitch around, and I'll see you at the end of this round. We are done with round 1, and to count the stitches, including this chain right here, we should have 24 stitches around. Okay, and again, this chain here counts as a stitch, so I will be working on that. And this is round 2. Once again, we are working in continuous rounds, so I'm not going to join with a slip stitch. Okay, I will go straight to making our first single crochet for the round into that chain right there. So that's our first single crochet for round 2. Okay, stitch marker, and then one single crochet again into that next one and into the next. Anyway, round 2 is also just one single crochet into each stitch around. Okay, so let's keep working on that, and I'll see you at the end of this round. And now we are done with round 2. Again, after this, we should still have 24 stitches around. And for the next 8 rounds, we will be repeating round 2. Okay? So for rounds 3 to 10, we will be repeating round 2, which is just one single crochet into each stitch around. Okay, so I'm gonna be working on those 8 rounds off camera, and I'll see you at the end of round 10. And we are done with round 10. Okay, and right now we are gonna be joining the stem and leaf together, like so. By the way, don't be confused with this one. Okay, remember, this is the last single crochet of the last round on the leaf, and I just did a slip stitch into that next stitch just to fasten off before I cut the yarn. Okay, so we won't be working on that slip stitch. Alright, we will be working on this stitch right here and this one. Okay, so only on those single crochets. Okay, so don't mind that slip stitch. We can barely see it actually. So here and this one. Okay, so let's double check. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so we are gonna be working on those 12 stitches. Don't mind that slip stitch right there. Okay, that doesn't count as a stitch. Now round 11 of the stem. Okay, so let's take this off, and we will also be working on the leaf. Okay, so we are gonna be working on the first 6 stitches on the leaf. Okay, so we will be joining 6 stitches right there on the stem with the 6 stitches on the leaf. Okay, so we will connect 1 stitch from the leaf and 1 stitch from the stem together with a single crochet. Okay, so like that, single crochet, and single crochet. So together like that. Okay, Anyway, it will be better if I show you how, so let's start. So insert hook into that stitch on the leaf first. Okay, right there, and then insert hook into that stitch on the stem. Okay, and then we will make a single crochet. Okay, so same thing, insert hook into that stitch, okay, on the leaf first, and then into that stitch on the stem. Okay, so like that, and then we will connect them together with a single crochet. Again, insert hook into those two stitches, so to the leaf and into the stem. Okay, and then single crochet. Oops. Okay, and there. Okay, and again into that stitch on the leaf. Okay, so insert hook, and then insert hook into that stitch on the stem. Okay, so those are the two stitches that we're joining together. Okay, so and then we make a single crochet. Okay, so how many did we do already? Sorry, 1 2 3 4. Okay, I forgot the stitch marker. Okay, right there. Okay, so 1 2 3 4, so 4, and we are gonna be doing that 2 more times. Okay, so insert hook into that next stitch on the leaf and into that stitch on the stem. Okay, and we make a single crochet right there. Okay, and one more time, so same thing into that, sorry, okay, so into that next stitch on the leaf and into that next stitch on the stem. Okay, and now we make a single crochet to join them. And now we have those 6 stitches on the stem and 6 stitches on the leaf joined together by single crochets. Okay, and for now we will be skipping this part of the leaf first, those 6 remaining stitches, and we will be working on them on the next round. Okay, so for this round we will continue with single crochets on the stem. Okay, so there on that next stitch, 1 single crochet and 1 single crochet into the next. Okay, so this is just 1 single crochet into each stitch around. So we will continue working on that, and oops, sorry, again it's 1 single crochet into each stitch around. So let's continue working on that, and I'll see you at the end of this round. And we are done with round 11, and not including those remaining 6 stitches on the leaf, we should have 24 stitches around. Okay, and now we will be working on round 12. We will start on the leaf. Okay, so we will continue working on these remaining 6 stitches. We will make our first single crochet into that stitch right there, not on this one right there that's peeking out, because we already worked on that one on the previous round. Okay, so skip that one, it's just peeking out, but we already worked on that one, and that's not included in the remaining 6 stitches. Okay, you can double check anyway. So if you look closely, we already worked on that stitch. So this is where we are going to make our first single crochet for round 12. Okay, so there, single crochet, and actually for round 12 it's just 1 single crochet into each stitch around. Okay, so single crochet also into the next. Okay, and single crochet into the next. Okay, 1 2 3. Okay, I forgot the stitch marker. Okay, so let's put that into that first stitch. Okay, and again single crochet into each stitch. Okay, and there, 5. Okay, so again we will skip this slip stitch right there. Okay, so we will take that out of the way and make our single crochet into that stitch. Okay, and we now have worked on those 6 remaining stitches on the leaf. Okay, and we have connected that second half of the leaf to the stem, and now we will continue on the stitches on the stem. Okay, so that's the next one right there. So we will be skipping those 6 stitches. Okay, we will not be working on those. Okay, so again we will go straight to this stitch right here. So we will make our single crochet on that stitch and then single crochet on the next. So anyway, it's just 1 single crochet into each stitch. Okay, so we'll continue working on that. Okay, again it's just 1 single crochet into each stitch around. So by the end of this round there should still be 24 stitches around. Okay, so let's keep working on that and I'll see you at the end of this round. We are done with round 12 and now we will begin round 13. Okay, so for round 13 we will be making 1 single crochet into each stitch around. Okay, so that means at the end of round 13 we should still have 24 stitches also. Okay, so let's continue with that for a while. Okay, so as you can see, the leaf is now completely a part of the stem. Okay, so let's see. Okay, sorry. Okay, so there, our leaf is now completely attached to the stem. Okay, so it's now a part of it. Okay, so anyway, let's continue on with this 1 single crochet into each stitch around and I'll see you at the end of this round. We are done with round 13, but before we move on to the next round, okay, we will be sewing this part of the leaf to the stem. Okay, so it won't be flapping like that. Okay, so we will use this yarn right here. Okay, and our yarn needle. Okay, and we will attach this side of the leaf to the stem. Okay, I'm not gonna be working on this side right here, just the inside right there. Okay, that part. Okay, so I'm gonna get this yarn in. Okay, and now we will go through this hole right here. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see that, but these are the parts that we will be working on. Okay, those parts that we are pinching together. Okay, we will sew them together. Okay, so just those sides. Okay, and now we will go in there and we are gonna go through this side. Okay, the needle. Okay, maybe up to that part right there. Okay, anyway, you can do this part in whatever way you want. Okay, because I'm just also winging it. I can't tell you the exact spot where I'm inserting my needle into or where to go next. Anyway, we might just fast forward this part of the video because it's just simply sewing. Okay, sewing these parts together. Just an easy and simple task. I think that's it. I'm happy with this now. Okay, I will just be fastening this tail. Okay, I will weave in this tail a little and secure it with a knot. Okay, and I will be doing that off camera, and I'll see you in a bit. So I'm done with this tail right here. Okay, it's tight and secure, and I'm just going to put this in here so it doesn't get in the way when I'm working. Okay, so moving on, for rounds 14, 15, and 16, we will be repeating round 13, which is just one single crochet into each stitch around. Okay, so I will be working on those 3 rounds off camera. Again, it's just one single crochet into each stitch around, and I will see you at the end of round 16. We are done with round 16, and we should still have 24 stitches around. Okay, and we will be doing round 17 next. So round 17 is the start of the decrease rounds. Okay, so first we will be making one single crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. Okay, so 1 and 2, and into these next 2 stitches we will make a decrease. Okay, so single crochet 2 together. Okay, so insert hook into that stitch right there. Okay, grab yarn and pull up a loop, insert hook into that following stitch, and grab yarn and pull up a loop. Okay, and then grab yarn and pull through all 3 loops on the hook. Okay, that's our decrease. Okay, so same pattern, one single crochet in the next 2 stitches there, 1, 2, and then decrease again. Okay, so single crochet 2 together. Okay, and that is the pattern that we will be repeating throughout this round. Okay, so one more time, one single crochet in these next 2 stitches. Okay, so 1, 2, and then single crochet 2 together or decrease into these next stitches. Okay, and that is the pattern for round 17, and we will be repeating that until the end of the round, and I'll meet you there. This is the end of round 17, and we should have 18 stitches for this round. Okay, and let's start round 18. We will do decreases again. Okay, so this time we'll make one single crochet into that first stitch. Okay, so one single crochet right there, and we will make a decrease after that. Okay, so single crochet 2 together in the next 2 stitches. Okay, so there. Okay, so we will repeat that pattern. Okay, so one single crochet in the next stitch, and after that decrease or single crochet 2 together in the next 2 stitches, and that is the pattern that we will be repeating throughout this round. So again, it's one single crochet in that next stitch, and after that decrease or single crochet 2 together in the next 2 stitches. Okay, so we will be repeating that all the way around, and I'll see you at the end of this round. So round 18 is done, and we should have 12 stitches for this round. Okay, and now we begin round 19. Okay, so for round 19 we will make decreases all around, okay, into every stitch. So on that first stitch we will start our decrease right away. Okay, so single crochet 2 together in those first 2 stitches. Okay, so that's our first decrease. Okay, and again single crochet 2 together into the next 2 stitches. Okay, so right there, single crochet 2 together. Okay, so same thing with the next 2 stitches, single crochet 2 together or decrease. Okay, and into the next as well. Okay, so next 2 stitches, single crochet 2 together. Okay, there. So we have 4 stitches left. Okay, so again single crochet 2 together in those 2 stitches. Okay, and of course in this last 2 stitches we will do the same. Okay, so decrease or single crochet 2 together. Okay, so there. And this is the end of round 19. Okay, and after this round we should have 6 stitches around. Okay, and it's almost closed now, right? Okay, so we are just going to take off this stitch marker. Okay, so again there should be 6 stitches, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Okay, so I will just slip stitch into that next stitch to fasten off. Okay, let's pull the yarn up a little before we cut it. Okay, and we will leave a long tail, maybe at least 12 inches. Okay, because we will be using that to close this ring. Okay, we need to sew those stitches together. Okay, and we will do it right now. So we will insert the needle through all those 6 stitches. Okay, and later we will pull this tail tight to close this. Okay, so it's kind of like a reverse magic ring, right? Instead of doing it in the beginning, we're doing it at the end. And now we are ready to pull this tail tightly to close that gap right there. Okay, but for now I will leave this tail. I will weave it in later, okay, after I put in some stuffing. So this is how it looks like with the stuffing. Okay, and now I'm ready to weave in this tail so we can finish the stem of our plushie. And now we are done with the stem. Okay, and we will move on to the flower part. So I will see you on the part 2 video of this crochet tulip plushie tutorial. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video.
Like if you like this video, subscribe if you love it, share if you care. Thank you for watching. Bye!